Well, hi folks, welcome to Pete's Kitchen Garden, Tuesday the 17th of May. This update comes really soon after the other, and I wasn't going to do one for a couple of weeks, but I don't know, I've done a couple of bits and I just sort of feel the need to do one. So here we go. I want to start with this border here that runs all the way down the front of the veg patch. I've put some more plants in there, some salvia, some petunia, lobelia have gone in there. Now some of these admittedly do look slightly straggly at the minute because a lot of them were bought reduced, but I am pretty confident, I almost guarantee you that these will all, the stragglier ones will come back, and there's some beautiful flowers there already, and just the flush of colour that we're going to get all the way along here in summer is going to be fantastic. I've also filled this border out a little bit. So I've just put a couple of Euonymus just in between, small ones, just to fill this out. But of course we've got the summer bulbs in here, and I've no idea if they're going to work or not, and I can't even remember what I planted where because I wanted it to be a bit of a surprise. So we'll see. Vegetable beds, overwintering garlic, spring garlic, onions, still coming along very nicely. Put my leeks in today. They're under that black netting. I don't know if I can oh, you can just see them there. They're actually they're not as big as I would like them really for planting them out, but the problem is that there was a lot of seed compost in the compost I did plant them in, and seed compost is great for germination and for drainage, but leeks have to stay in the pot for quite a long time before you plant them. So next year I'll certainly be using just normal compost, but yeah, they should be okay. I've put 11 in. There's a double row under that net. Did the usual business, putting the holes in, dropping them in. I always find it really tricky, so I think out of 22 seedlings that I put in, I've probably backfilled the holes of about 5 or 6. But they should still be okay. We'll see. It's over twice as many as I did last year, and the ones last year I ended up taking them out because I needed to rejuvenate these beds, and I probably underestimated just how long it was going to take for them to grow. Apologies, that's my little boy who keeps running in front of the camera. I've got some lettuce in this bed now as well. You can see the 3 green ones at the back record, the 3 red ones bijou at the front, which you can't really see because they're red, the colour of the net, and they're a little bit smaller as well. But I've put the net over, leeks. I always do, because they're really sort of delicate when you put them in, especially because you just sort of drop them into holes. I don't want the birds taking them, I don't want the cats coming and defecating where I've worked the soil. And also I've done the same with the lettuce, again for the cats, and also we are expected possibly a bit of heavy rain over tomorrow basically, and maybe tonight, so we'll just stop them getting battered so much. All the brassicas are in now. We've got cauliflower, red ball kale, red variety, we've got cabbage and calabrese. No, we haven't got cabbage. We've got calabrese, we've got red ball kale, we've got black magic kale, and we've got cauliflower. That's what we've got. Get it right, Pete. We'll just have a walk round to the beds. Strawberries coming along nice. I was watching Mark Davidson the other day, East Allotments, and he was talking about viable and non-viable strawberries, and what he was saying, I didn't really realise this, but I suppose, the centre of that flower is nice and yellow. If you get any that are black, they're not viable, and I can't remember if he said you just pick the heads or you take the plant out. But fortunately I don't have to worry about that, because all the flowers on mine, I've checked them, and they are very viable. And these are starting to grow now as well actually, but obviously it's still early in the season, year 1, so we won't get a massive harvest of these. But yeah, they're doing alright. These sugar snap peas are just getting taller by the day really. Eventually when they get tall enough, I'm probably going to just put string around them all and sort of tie them in, encourage them towards the net a little bit, because they're putting out the little sort of feelers, and the ones closest to the net are grabbing hold of it. But some of the ones on the other side, the feelers, you could just see us sort of going away from the plant, so they just need encouraging over to grow up this net. My spring onion, lettuce, still doing fine. That red lettuce, that bijou, is coming along beautifully. Radish, salad leaves. You've seen most of this before, so I'm not going to dwell too much. I'll say it was only a couple of days since the last update, so the tomatoes are still doing fine. And flowering. So if I can, flowers there. I don't think I had these when I did the last video. Flowers there. Quite difficult this actually to sort of find them when you're looking through this. I film on an iPad because it's all I've got. Look at those beautiful little flowers. You know, where are they? I've just seen some. There we are. Some flowers forming there. And there's a few more, but I'll not bore you by going through them all. Peppers, fine. These are the ones I bought from B&Q because my other ones failed. They've grown slightly. I'm not too concerned, you know, we're so early in the season, plenty of time, they're looking healthy, and that is enough for me. We've got the cucumber, which are getting bigger by the day as we move across. These beetroot, you saw these in the last video, looking nice. Bit of lettuce there, also looking pretty good. These are just the spare brassicas that I've got left in here now. And these are the swede. Now, to be honest, I took them out of this tray, and yeah, they're quite little. You can transplant them when they're at this stage, and I'm sure they'll do fine. But I did it today because I don't know if I'll get out in the garden for a couple of days, and I've got that many more. You know, even if those don't come to anything, I've got loads more. I've still got these spring onion. These. Sorry about that, guys. Something just happened with the filming there. I'm not quite sure what happened. So yeah, I'm not redoing the whole video. Look at that. So yeah, the spring onion, they'll be going out at some point, but I'm going to let the roots fill the pots a little bit more before they go out. I've thinned out these beetroot. So we've basically what I want to do, I'm doing 2 rows of beetroot outside in the main beds, and there's going to be 10 beetroot in each one. So I've got 8 of the Quattro Gourmet, the coloured variety, that are here, and full germination rate as always with the good old Baltardi. So I've got plenty there. No problem with them whatsoever. Let them grow on a bit. When they're ready to go out, they will. Liam's beetroot there, and obviously that's the rest of the swede. As I say, if these ones don't do so great, then I've got loads of backups there, so we're not worried. Onto the decking potatoes. In fact, I'm just going to show you, if I can find them. We have flowers, so can't go wrong with that. Looking really nice and healthy, these. Last year I had them in the ground, and when I watered them, I just sort of watered over the whole lot. This year it's a lot easier to just water to the bottom of the plant and avoid getting water on the foliage, which can cause problems and attract pests and all sorts of fungal nasties. Carrots coming along slowly, as carrots do this time of year, but they will, as soon as it warms up a bit more, and you know, later in the year, they'll rocket along. I have put a second row of those in now in the middle of this tub. Main crops doing fine, starting to break through. They've already come through. These ones I think I did a week or so before these, so that's why. And then I did some more first stillies. These are, I think these are Pentland Javelin. Can't talk. Yeah, and these ones I put in a little bit later than the ones that we've got over there. So, but yeah, they're doing fine. Nice. Should have a nice succession of new potatoes this year. Herbs roaring along, and mint roaring along as it does. I got this clematis from work. Now, I know it looks dead. I paid 50p for this. But, if you look at this, you see there's a shoot coming out there. Now, I do this quite a lot. We do tend to have plants that are reduced, and it's usually because they're looking a bit worse for wear, or they've basically got too big for the pots. but if they're salvageable, if they'll come back again, and you know, we have people who are far more knowledgeable about plants and gardening than I am, then they'll mark them down, and this thing, which was £6 you could buy for 50p, it'll take a little bit longer to come back again than if I bought one that was all nice and fantastic. But you know what, it'll come back, it'll catch up, and it'll be beautiful, I'm sure. I'm not sure where the final position of this is going to be yet, but I do know that I'm going to put it in a larger pot. I don't know if I'm going to put it in the ground. I've not really got anywhere for it to go yet. Nasturtiums rolling along as they do. Right, I'm just going to... I'm popping inside a minute. Don't normally film inside, but I'm just coming in to get something to show you. So, you might remember I put some, I'll just give you a view of the garden while I'm talking. I put some first earlies in as an experiment late January. Got them from work, 50p, sent them too early. They'd already chittered, so I did them in the polytunnel just for a laugh, to be honest, to see what would happen. So it's been three and a half months, I think, since I planted those, roughly. So I thought, right, you know what, we'll have them out, we'll see what we've got. And this is what we've got. That's not bad, you know. I mean, these are I cut myself earlier, and we only had children's plasters. I forgot about that. But you know, they're not a bad size. We've got a few of these. I mean, there's only 3 of us, you know, me, my wife, and the little one. So you know, I will get 3 meals out of this. But you know, just for an experiment. Not too bad really. For 50p and a bit of compost, we've got our first potatoes, and we will be enjoying those very, very shortly. So that's about it for now, folks. I know not a great deal's happened since the last time, but I hope that was sort of interesting. I hope you enjoyed watching. And Liam's giving us a wave. Say bye to everyone watching, Liam.
Bye, thanks for watching.
Thanks
and
for watching.
Subscribe and like these videos.
Good lad. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, much appreciated. Look after yourselves, take care, and bye for now.